I'm Gina with Ritual Sense LLC, and I want to talk about the ingredients in my blend Happy, Healthy, Wealthy, Wise incense. And the first ingredient I want to talk about is juniper berries specifically. You can use pretty much any part of the tree, the berries, the sprigs, oils, probably the bark and the wood, but I love berries because they're fragrant. I love juniper. I mean, I love it. So I use juniper berry in this blend specifically because of the qualities, the correspondences associated with juniper. Oh my god, I love it. So juniper is associated with protection. It's a very protective plant. Um, can be used in exorcism, and it's a purifying plant. But it's also associated with healing and strength and perseverance. It's associated with hope and wisdom and love, and I love juniper, and so that's why I used this, because the blend Happy, Healthy, Wealthy, Wise, it hits a lot of those qualities of healthy and wise. And because it's associated with protection, I believe you protect the things you care about, and so that's why I added juniper. Like, I could have added garlic. I love me some garlic. I'm Italian and Mexican, and I love garlic. But garlic's not going to smell like this. You know what I mean? So I love this juniper berry, and crushed some up because I know you can't smell it, but I can, and oh, love it. It's an ingredient in gin, and I don't know if this is why I love gin, but I love gin. So, uh, tip is that if you have gin and you want to sprinkle it on your doorway, it's supposed to protect your home against theft. It's a tip from the Encyclopedia of Magical Ingredients. I've literally had this book since I was in my early 20s, and I'm going to be 45 in like 2 weeks. No. Anyway, yeah, so juniper berries, love them, obviously. I'm like gushing. So I ground this up, and my incense is, I call it self-igniting. Like, I have my incense, you have to still light it on fire. And so I'm just going to light some on fire, because I'm going to take my freshly ground juniper berries and just add an extra bit, because I love some juniper berries. Juniper is associated with the sun. So, like, when you look up your herbs and your flowers and your plants, usually, well, it should have an association with the planet, or the sun, or the moon. So juniper is associated with the sun, and also element of air. So I have my juniper. I'm just gonna do this. So it's gonna give me an extra bit of juniper goodness. So in my ritual practice or spiritual practice, if I was using this in a ritual work, or if I was setting intention, I would add juniper for protection, or, like I said, healing, or love. And depending on the ingredients that you add with this or pair with this, so like for wisdom, for example, juniper with sage. For love, you could do juniper with rose. for healing, you could do, well, really, you could do juniper with sage and rose, obviously. Really, and lavender. So really, you just pick the ingredients that fit that, which is why I added juniper with the ingredients that I have with Happy, Healthy, Wealthy, Wise in my blend here, and then it boosts the correspondences associated with those herbs. So one of the reasons that juniper, or I think that juniper is associated with hope and perseverance and strength, is that and wisdom. So juniper is an ancient tree. It's been around forever. It's an evergreen. Evergreens are ancient plants, ancient trees, and juniper will grow anywhere. So that's where that perseverance comes in. And hope, because it literally will grow in the desert anywhere, and it has that quality as a plant. When I first moved to Oregon, I've been in Oregon. I moved to Oregon in 2008. I moved to Central Oregon. I live in Salem now, Salem, Oregon, but I moved to high desert in Central Oregon, Bend area, and there's juniper everywhere. I was like, oh, this is juniper. This is where gin comes from. That was my first association. But then I was like, oh, juniper, this is amazing. And there's juniper everywhere. And it was nice to see it in person. Like, hello, juniper. Hello, juniper. I've been using you in my incense blends. And then I really kind of started using it more and more because I got to see it and feel it and touch it in person, not just like buying it in the store. So yeah, I think that's part of the reason I have a strong association with it, because I lived in the high desert, and so I got to see it and be around it and smell it and touch it. Yeah. Anyway, that's just me, but anyway, that's juniper berry. Like, there's so much you can research online, obviously, or like me, you can get a book. There's so many books on it, on herbs, and plants and things, obviously, not just juniper. There might be a juniper book. I don't know. I haven't looked that up. Anyway, so it's just a little bit of information. I was trying to keep this short. I like to talk, in case you can't tell. So that's Miss Kitty. She wants to go outside. Anyway, hopefully that was a little bit of information for you, and take it or leave it. But that's juniper berries in my blend, Happy, Healthy, Wealthy, Wise. And that's kind of why I picked it, because I love it. So hope you enjoy. Like and subscribe, and blessed be.